to the game itself. Yes, share one. No. Before I ever start the game, the lineup in the Babonte, me shall say some media no so na share the reaction from Ghanaians. And ocean lineup now say Sisisu Benjamin Asare, Ali Duseidu, Jonas Ajete, Thomas Partey, Mohamed Salisu Kwasisibo, Jordan Ayew the captain, Antoine Semenyo, Mohamed Kudus, Ebenezer Annan, and Alexander Jiku. I'm gonna start the game now at the Ghana. Obviously, two changes in the air game. I who's Brante Jonas Ajete and Ebenezer Annan Abeshim for Calibre and then Gideon Mensa. Now, line up in the Babonte, say utie reactions, and I say, okay, kind reactions do na now Babonte. I be say, oh, na say ade ya qualify we. Enti ade na nke mo ma as o mun chere nya bi mo no ye mo embo. First of all, who line up no dey na about him na Otto person ka chere Ghana for some person we ade ni ana dey pa na Otto person chere with line up no the bo and no.
Which I think that the ocean line up now. Any formation na ye bona. A creative impression be so say Otto anybody see say there was a job to be done. Say we could end up qualifying. But enjoy party. If your fun say it's money you relax there. I think the Blasters right from time of mobile pitch inspection. Every year warm up. I call back and go for more line up in the bono. Rich, if you look at the faces of the players, any or more body language, the way they executed the game, Rich. They want to build a certain culture beyond just qualifying for the World Cup. May I so say it is about changing the subculture and the mentality of the team. Sisi gather as Blasters. Every game be a year will be a results be a year was our game. No. We will do whatever it takes to get that resource. And at no point that you better relax. Say, we are so comfortable. Which a real to say. The team Otto inherited was a team not a loose confidence, not the mentality broken, not the way MBCI concentrated to get results in games were shattered. And I can see Otto in the technical team are gradually building the mentality of the Blaster. Said, look, once you wear the jersey. Now your assignment, say even assignment is to get a 1% BBR. We will approach it with the same attention. Say after the start qualifiers in Impo. And when I saw the lineup, I knew say Seni and Kofo are yet to warm up to Otto and the kind of team of person building and how we approach games. People have one or two cramps. They say, are we not being too defensive? Are we not being too careful? And can they a party day? Let's go out and be excited about it. Now you're carried away. That is not the impression Otto wants to keep to us now. Otto wants to tell us, look, when the job is supposed to be done, I approach it with all the seriousness and transcend it with the strategy and the player selection and how we executed the game. And when I saw the lineup, the impression I mean, they are ready for game and they are ready. The win against Comoros to get the final push to the World Cup.
Okay, eti per lineup now there are two YouTube Insha TV. Sorry, there are two. Ayala, yeah, I mean, you're a sports journalist. With the lineup now down, Otto no or a bit defensive. And now so they now no. Now opposite game no. We say we about 99.99% there, but also finish hard. If it must be done very well. No, so now person Oyana.
Rich, young coaches are no way. I think say everything Ghanaian football pundits has not done enough. Sir, you remember your CFO and our 40 years, you say, the moment coach decided to say about Rebecca, it doesn't necessarily mean say the coach is becoming defensive. Mamma was typical example in another game now, boy. Sir, offer Jonah Agete, Alexander Jiku, and Salisu, Sariki, every your lineup no who were defenders are. Per the approach of the game, I am no crack. Ebenezer Anam, any Ali Sedu, say a bomb profiler, they are defenders. But which another game now, with the formation of the 3-back and Satu players, which is Ebenezer Anam, any Ali Sedu, or who roles are no more game, you know. They were supposed to play as wing backs, and wing backs in tactical terms are midfielders. In tactical terms, wing backs are midfielders. The only thing they say, they have defensive awareness. And we are aware, say, and once you buy a backline, and you defending your flanks, you know. And see, the first impression I got when the way Otto Addo approached the game was that, look, there is a game. Though we want to win, you have to see a channel. We must be very, very careful, say, young concede. Not at any point in time, I dare you find a balance. Say you could have now, you're comfortable. You could have now, you're comfortable. No, you team GDA. So the way I line up here, we are very confident with and without the ball. Say there is no way I can go for it. Everything we are head here. Now, Rich, so there's some of my here from Zibo. Boy 6, who is supposed to stay very disciplined and uncould in attacking sense. So play be said Thomas Partey. Your 2 inside number 10s in Kudus, any Jordan. Never Antoine Semenyo Eka as a striker. Never your wing backs no in Ebenezer Anam, any Ali Sedu Eka in attacking sense no. Which what it means is that Segara near Kutabona, there were as many as 6 players out of your 10 players, our full players from the so all with a role in attacking play. And see, and you're defensive, and you're just you being careful with your balance and knowing that at any point in the game, you are so comfortable, say you're defending, I will defend you, and you are so comfortable, say you're attacking, and I will attack you. But without that said, no, Rich, I think so. For instance, BB said, you 2 inside number 10s, you know, in this case, Kudus any Jordan. A more understanding of a more movement in the final third with Antoine Semenyo must improve. Number 2, your wing backs, you know, the way you move it to me at it, you 2 inside number 10s, you know, any striker, you know, a movement nothing to coordinate well with them must also improve. Yes, your 3 center halves, you know, or passes in the middle through the channels in build up with Zibo and Partey especially must improve. So you would say a team be pressing Zibo any Thomas Partey. How do we go over them and get your 2 inside number 10s now or mama a square shape attack? And the defensive midfield area of the opponent, you know, also must improve. The best American say, we seem to have the strategy. We seem to have the formation, a suited strategy, you know, which we are very, very comfortable with. Say, I see a defender and I see attack. But Rich, we can give more room for understanding any improvements with the way our Otto Addo games, which say you decided to say about the back now. And you can see, sir, with improvements in it, probably we will master the craft of playing the quarterback years, and we will identify near sharpening some edges and get it going. But another game, Rich, it was a game that we needed to be careful and still win at the same time. And I think that the approach was excellent. So all the total results now, you know.
Okay. now yenya qualification we had the World Cup never kokobo and said the another be a tie ekano sabi and am do and sen kwan and minim say question baba busawi and interfere no so in social media or you know na grow nti idea won so no what ho asem asa question baba busawi and interfere no so in social media or you know na grow nti idea won so no what ho asem asabi ni na ye abrante first kalm of so no doy na edi Nketiah na minim say omo test water so say nipa bi na ashada no makofa sai issue ne diabo whatever. Now the discussion ne say yenya World Cup qualification awie abrante mienu omo ye too experienced enough. I mean omo ball no at the highest stage and World Cup no so awoko no the highest stage in football and awoko. Enti sen kamrante omo say ya approach you omo no omo amade but so ti omo komuma it looks like they are ready to come on best switch nationality no more body ama Ghana enti kayan consider omo na now yenya qualification ya wie yem fam rante mienu enka team no na yem fanko World Cup san komai ugina yem fu say with the team na yo sisi na o qualify no yem fam go ana asese de ana etaka say enam do don say nkwan no sem rante na red nom so baba bon kwa dia why not yem mo cha nom so bebubi
with my experience with Juma Women, see you do everything. You just need to remind your tier for the principles of how work and no one say a tyco. Number one, your players be a Omabwayame qualified, which they will not even make it to the squad ever go World Cup. It has happened over and over again. And a very normal football move. Number two, we must look beyond your qualifier for World Cup. And know, say, the Blasters, is a sustainable national team. Apart from the 2026 World Cup, they will compete at AFCON level, at another World Cup level, and all matches going into the future. Unless you want to be emotional. But so we emotions to Rich, the senior national team, every national team is there for all Ghanaians. At any point in time, anybody who is a legal Ghanaian, I will bet what the cause of the national team should be given an opportunity. And see, the timing is an issue. The timing only becomes an issue if you want to be emotional about it. That's when you emotions if you are. Say a mess of may assignments be. Not assume it's an so benti or your gun near or qualify say obetinya boy am adena ekwa no ya here. Then we shouldn't close the door to
okay.
And see, whoever is available, not Odoi Nketiah or Odoi Nketiah, whoever is available going forward, Rich, the time on the source, may your friend Blasters players. Not only legally bound to play for Yang. Not per the assignment today, me. Omu here bet me improve a team up boy. Am I get the assignment in Ghana? I will never make any argument against them. Say me and Fred will be never in my life. Because I believe the more you grow, the more you become matured. And the more you become matured, the more you become less emotional about these things. You have to execute a jumano as and when a beba and as and when a do it done. No, that is where your attention must be. And I'll pay from one of our colleagues said during the weekend, only the family of Odoi Nketiah in Comoros and community acquire and say, in fact, Abusani catcher and so, but blaster coach, you know, only Odoi Nketiah through us. I didn't come on and say, Nana Branch say, or call Crystal Palace, you know, not on Shadan settle ye or settler or be decided on international future. Now say, it seems Oliver Glasner, the team not a queen, and he has relaxed and he has given them feedback, say he is ready. And to reach a new room, okay. There are strong evidence I ever say indeed those players are shaking the tables and saying that they are ready if they ever play or Monkwa. Rich, that decision is not in my hand.
Okay.
But I don't think it will be wise. Say you may proceed a doors to a Ghanaian who is fit for purpose because we still say emotionally wamba at a time and say I was say Oba. Football, we will play Blasters game beyond 2026 World Cup. And we will, your ambition say we will win things in future. And if these players can help the cause of Ghana in getting us to where we are supposed to get to, which I don't see any reasonable argument apart from you being emotional. And like I said, you enter your doors to players who want to play for us. If they are fit for purpose, why not?
I am a time in 2 minutes. Na yemfa rapi abna yentoa so awo studio am onkomo bi SMD. Otto Addo yemfa no call kapa na yenja ni so.
It's I said what put on. O deserve so the boom. If there is any superior argument why yemfa Otto Addo enko World Cup, then on that same principle, I believe it will apply to why we shouldn't take Alexander Djiku to the World Cup, why we shouldn't take Kudus to the World Cup, why we shouldn't take Jordan to the World Cup. Simply because, Rich, the failures and the success of Otto had been achieved with these same players. And Subobia Odibo Otto Diano. The same Subono, Odibo Kudus ye, Odibo Jordan ye, Odibo bless ya Omoye Thomas Patemina ye. Say you wouldn't say, I was a Kudus one, a couple World Cup. I was a Jordan and captain for the World Cup. I was a Thomas Patemona also Mujile and 51 to play for the World Cup. I don't see any other arguments are stronger to say and yes Otto and Eddie or more echo the World Cup. And maybe Otto has changed the narrative in the context of World Cup. He has been super. The statistics, the record, and the team building the in Sano, which I think say is on course. It doesn't mean say he's not going to lose games. It doesn't mean say there will be some days he will perform poorly. But maybe the main concern say the Ghana you been out of trend. Maybe there is some maybe a chitaipa at tie or to achieve in lower times and high times. I see Ali saying him, and one day seeing our trainer Otto will win as the AFCON. Okay. And we will come back on the same topic and say, sir, you're patient and I say about I'll pay off in the future. And in my principle view, Otto should be given a long time. Only and sorry. You tie the cheap, you man all the resources, and you will get us to the promised land, Rich.
I think you were enough time and a lengthy discussion on this particular subject, but you know, so Befia, sorry. I'm doing. Oh, Kuasia. What's the ever to us with this convo now? You said you some and Subisi. I continue. You show the best. I know who you now. Yamin family.
Sure, me that's super rich. Nah, I think that you're the Comoros for us.